Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Farah Halsabila and my partner.
My name is Gita Harina Safitri.
Today we are talking about dream vacation. Let's watching. Hi Gita, how are you? How is going? Been a while since we last catch up.
Hi Vera, I'm good. Yeah, it has been a minute. I'm doing good. Just the usual stuff. What about you, Vera?
Come here, nothing too crazy. By the way, I have been thinking about dream vacation lately. Do you have a country you really want to visit someday?
Oh, absolutely. Uh, South Korea and Japan are the top of my list. I've always wanted to explore those places. Well, how about you?
No way, some here. Korea and Japan have been my dream vacation destination for years. What about Korea fascinated you?
I guess it is a mix of culture and the food. I've been into Korea dramas and K-pop for a while, and the food looks amazing. Plus, Seoul seems like such a vibrant city. You, Vera?
Totally, Gita. I love the fashion and technology there too. Korean seems like a perfect blend of traditional and modern vibes. I'd love to visit Busan as well. What about Japan too, Gita?
Yes. Japan is like a whole other world. I love the idea of visiting Tokyo for all the high-tech stuff, but I also want to see the old temples and the cherry blossom in Kyoto. I think the balance of old and new is so fascinating there. What about you?
Yes, I feel the same way. I have always wanted to see Mount Fuji up close, and I'm dying to experience the hot spring. Not to mention, I'm a sucker for sushi, and I bet the food there is just next level.
Oh, for sure. Sushi, ramen, and don't even get me started on Japanese street food. Plus, the convenience stores that are supposed to be amazing. It is like everything in Japan is an experience. What one thing you absolutely do first if you were in Japan?
First thing, that's tough, but I think I start with Tokyo Disneyland. I have heard is one of the best theme park in the world. Then I probably explore Akihabara for all the cool gadgets and anime stuff. How about you, Gita? What's on top or your list?
That's sound so fun, Farah. I'd probably hit up Shibuya crossing first, just because it is so iconic, and then I visit Harajuku for the fashion scenes. I've always loved that quirky street style. And I boat train ride would be a must, right?
Definitely, the Shinkansen is like a bucket list experience. Imagine zooming through the countryside at the spin. What about Korea? What the first thing you do there?
Hmm, I think I start in Seoul. I really want to visit Gyeongbokgung Palace. It is so beautiful, and I love history. After that, maybe head to Myeongdong for some shopping and street food. What about you, Vera?
Great choice, Gita. I also love to see Gyeongbokgung. For me, I think I start with Namsan Tower. The view of Seoul for there is supposed to be breathtaking. Then I dive into some Korean barbecue and bingsu for dessert. I'm a foodie at heart, after all.
Namsan Tower sound amazing. I'm totally with you on the food. Korean barbecue is a must, and I've been dying to try bingsu too. Oh, I really want to experience a traditional Korean tea ceremony. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I have. That would be such a cool cultural experience. It's one of those things that really immerse you in the tradition. Speaking of which, would you stay in Hanok, the traditional Korean house? Would you dare?
I would love to. Staying in Hanok will give you such a unique perspective on Korean culture. Plus, they look so peaceful. I think it be a great way to relax and get away from the hustle and bustle of the city for a bit. Would you?
For sure. It seemed like such a serene experience. I feel like it's really give me a deeper appreciation for the culture. Also, since we are talking about culture stuff, I'd love to try wearing a hanbok and take picture around the palace. Have you thought about that?
Yes, wearing a hanbok would be so cool. I've seen a picture of people doing that, and it looks so beautiful. It is like you're stepping into a different time. I love to do that in both Korea and Japan, actually. The kimonos in Japan are stunning too.
Exactly. The traditional clothing in both countries is so gorgeous, and I feel like it really adds to the whole experience. Speaking of that, would you try staying in a ryokan in Japan? You know, the traditional Japanese in with the hot springs.
Oh, definitely. Staying in ryokan is on my Japan bucket list. I've heard it's super relaxing and I love the idea of just soaking in an onsen. The traditional meals they serve there looks amazing too. Would you stay in one?
Absolutely. I think the combination of the hot spring, traditional meals, and that calm atmosphere would be perfect. It's be such a nice break after exploring the cities. I feel like after a few days of Tokyo, you definitely need some relaxation time.
Exactly. Tokyo seems so fast-paced. Uh, so winding down in a quiet ryokan would be perfect. And speaking of relaxation, I'm so uh, curious about the temples and siren in Japan. Have you thought about visiting some?
Definitely, Gita. I'd love to visit some temples, especially in Kyoto. The Fushimi Inari Shrine with all those rhetoric gets in at the top of my list. It seems so peaceful and photogenic. I bet you could spend hours just wandering around.
That is on my list too. Fushimi Inari looks incredible, and I also love to visit the bamboo forest in Arashiyama while I'm in Kyoto. I just look so serene and otherworldly. What is one thing in Korea you love to experience that a bit of the beaten path?
Oh, that's a good question, Gita. I think I love to visit Jeju Island. It's not as tourist as Seoul or Busan, but it's supposed to be stunning. There are blazes, waterfall, and even a volcano. It seems like a great place to unwind after exploring the big cities.
Jeju Island sound amazing, Para. I've heard it is like Korea Hawaii. It is definitely on my list too. Plus, the scenery looks so different from the rest of the country. I think it'd be nice to get the change of pace after being in the city for a while.
Exactly, Gita. It's be the perfect balance of nature and adventure after the city life. Now we just need to start saving up for this trip.
Yeah, let's sub up to make our dream vacation come true, Vera.
Yes, Gita. Okay, thank you for your watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.